Hello friends, welcome to a new video in Java series. In this video, let's learn about what is object in a Java programming language. So what is object? Object is nothing but it's actually an instance of a class, or you can say it's a blueprint of a class. That means whatever is available in the class, it will be available for the object of that particular class as well. That means you can access anything from the class using your object created for that particular class. So whatever is available in that class, it will be available for the object created for that particular class. So it's something like a blueprint of a class. Now, object will have states and behaviors. States are nothing but the variables, and behaviors are nothing but the functions, or you can say methods. Okay. So in this video, we can learn about object in detail, what is object and how to create the object of this class. Before going to the video, if you're watching my channel without subscribing, I request you to please consider subscribing and press the bell icon. Okay, so let's start. First, let us create a class. Let me give some method name main. Okay, public class main. And in the public class, let me write some function. Okay, what we can give? Okay, let me write a public void student age, and I'm going to initialize some value for the age variable. Let's say student age is 25, and now let me print out the value of the student age. Age is age. So this is a method, or you can say it's a function which will print out the value of the variable called age. So this is how you need to write a function. This is the format of writing the function in Java programming language. First, you need to give an access modifier. We have a few access modifiers in Java like public, private, protected, etc. So we will be having a separate video to discuss about this. So here I just gave public so that we can access this function anywhere outside the class. And then next keyword that you need to give us, since this function is not returning any value, we just give void. Okay, so void means this function is not returning any value. Suppose if this function is returning some value, like this function is returning the age value. So age is a integer type, right? So you need to put an int over here. So here, since I have not used any return statement, so this function is not returning any value, so we just give void, and then comes the method name. You can give any name as the method name. And when it comes to this particular line, this is how you can print out a value of a variable uh, by appending some text. So you can give the text first, and you can give a plus, then the variable name. Now what we can do, so this is a class, right? Now we can create the object of this class. The class name is main, so we can create the object of the main class. So when you create the object of a class, it will load all the members inside that particular class into the memory. So what is a member? You can say any variable declared in the class as a member, or any methods or any functions declared in the class as a member. So here you can say this is a member. Student age is a member of main class. So the student age and the variable age, everything will be loaded into the memory when you create the object of this main class. So to create the object of the class, that is main class, we can create one more class in the same file. So we can have more than one class in a same file. Okay, so let me just give student class student. Now we have two classes, right? Okay, So to call this function, that is student age, to call the student age method inside the class main, we have to create the object of the main class. So how to create the object of the main class? So we know in Java the execution will always start from the main method. Main method is nothing but public static void main, which is this, right? So public static void main. So when you call this function and when you call this, when you run this file, right, main.java, the actually the execution will start from this particular line, that is public static void main, right? Because even though it has two classes, wherever the main method is written, the execution will start from there. But we have some rules in writing the main method. Actually the main method should be put under the public class, okay? But we know the public class is this one, not this one. So what we can do, we can remove this public keyword and we can put it here. But still we can see an error over here. Also there is one more thing, we cannot have more than one public class in a file, okay? So that's why I put remove that public keyword from the third line to this to 10th line. So now we have the public class, and inside the public class we have the main method, but still we can see an error over here. What is the error? The public type student must be defined in its own file. The public type student must be defined in its own file. That means the public class name should be the same name as the file name. But here you can see the file name is main and the class name is student. So what we can do? So the public class should be the same name as the file name only. So the public keyword should be kept it here only, and the main method should be moved to this particular class. So okay, so now what we can do, we can move this student age to this particular class so that we can discuss about the object. So now you are clear, right? In Java, the execution always will start from the main method. The main method should be put it under the public class only. The public class name should be the same name as the file name. So we arrange our classes like this. Now let's go to our topic, that is objects. Now to call this function, what we can do, we have to create the object of this class, that is student. So how to create the object of the class? So we know like when we declare any variable like this, we will have a data type, we will have a variable name and variable value, right? Just like that, let me just first give the variable name, or you can say the object reference, because that is the that variable is going to refer the object, so you can say it's a object reference. So let me give some name, student. You can give any name, okay, student. And you can create the object of a class in Java by using the keyword new keyword is used to create the object of a class. Now you can, after this new keyword, you can give the constructor name of the student class. So the constructor is nothing but constructor will have the same name as the class name. So you are creating the object of the student class, right? So student class will have a constructor which will have the same name as the class name, that is student. So you can give student. Okay, and don't be confused at the constructor. We will be discussing about constructor in detail in our upcoming videos. So after the new keyword, you should put the constructor name, which is the same name as the class name. For now, just understand this particular point. Okay. Now here we know we have so this particular part is over. The right side part is also over. Now we have to give the type of the data. So what is the type of student? So the type of the student is nothing but we are creating the student class, right? So here we need to put the type as student. Okay, so we create that. So we created student object. So the object type is student. It's a reference. And this name, don't be confused at this particular name. You can have any method, like you can give test, can give any method here, okay? I just gave a meaningful name. And now we can call the member of the class student, that is student age, by using the object reference, which is nothing but student. So let's write student and put a dot, and you will be able to see a list of options populated automatically, and you can see the function name over here. You can just select that student age. I saved the file. So we have created the object of the class student, and then we call the function student age. So what happened when you execute this file, that is main.java, the execution will start from the main method, that is this particular method, public static void main. It will come to this line next. So it created the object of the class. When you create the object of the class, all the members of that particular class will be loaded into the memory. That means student age is loaded into the memory, and now you have called that particular method, student age method. So it come to this particular point. Now the execution is coming to this particular point now. So it is initializing a variable, that is age, with a value 25, and you are printing out the value of the variable, that is age. Now let's run this. You got age is equal to 25. So now you know how to create the object of the class. So we can create the object of a class using the keyword new keyword. After the new keyword, you have to give the constructor name of the class. Constructor name is nothing but the class name. So in this example, we have written a function, and we call that function by creating the object, student object, right? And similarly, I'm going to declare a variable. So variable is also a member of a student class. So we declared a variable, that is a, which is a member of the student class. So when you create the object of the student class, the variable a is also loaded into the memory, and you can call that variable. Let me just call that variable using this object reference student dot, if you put, you can see a over here. And now when you run, you can see age is 25 and 2 is also printed. So like this, you can call any member of a class by using the object of that particular class. So in this video, you learn many things, right? How to create what is an object in Java, and how to create the object of a class. And after creating the object, how can you call the members of a class, the variables or the functions or the methods. And you also learn we can have more than one class in a file, in a single file, but we cannot have more than one public class in a file, and the main method should be put it under the public class file only, and the public class file name should be same name as the file name, right? And here's some points which may comes to your mind, like why can't we have more than one public class in a file, and why main method should be put it under the public class only. So those things which we will be discussing in our upcoming videos. So stay tuned, and if I hope you have liked this video, if so, please do subscribe for more videos. So we'll see in our next video. Thanks for watching. Bye. Thank you.